And welcome to this awesome special, obviously with this many faces, it's like the Brady Bunch edition of When the Blitz Hits the Fan. I was gonna say, Dad, you're in the middle
square
too.
Number 4, Alex, or whatever.
Got an edition of Jeopardy here. Okay, so we are doing an 8-man. It's really 9. Link, happy you're here, dude. I saw you join a second ago. We got our really 9-man, but 8-man mock draft, 8 people. Everybody's got 4 different teams. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves, but I'm Isaac, the co-host of When the Blitz Hits the Fan and Fun Football Pod. But before we start, thanks guys for doing this and taking some time on a Sunday. We both appreciate it. So
thanks for having us.
And everybody like showed up. That's awesome. I was a little worried like day of it wouldn't happen, but thanks everybody. Med,
sir,
how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm finally glad that this is here. 2 months of actually trying to promote this and everything, and basically like doing all the read throughs and everything. Everyone's here. I'm truly excited. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah, and everybody watching, leave some comments. I will hit them throughout the show. I'll flip back and forth between each pick. So the way this is going to roll before everybody does their intros, I'm going to throw it to you for your pick. And if you just want to think, we'll have some fun banter. And after you make your pick, if you want to talk about why you picked the guy for a second, and then we'll try to stick to 90 seconds a pick. But yeah, pretty easy stuff. So I hope everybody has fun watching. Leave comments, give us grades. Unfortunately, there's going to be no trades because this trade machine sucks. So yeah, it's unfortunate. So we do have a comment. We're going to have fun. This is going to be a good time. We actually decided, I think we're just going to run all 3 rounds live. So we'll take a little break at the end of the first round. I'll run the intro and we'll run into round 2. But all right. So I'm going to go in order that I see on the screen. Seth, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
Good to be back.
It's been a while. I'm excited to work with you again. This is going to be cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to butcher your name. So Pete and
it's Davidge.
Davidge. Okay, yeah. Good.
I like it.
I feel like when I'm a teacher now and I see a kid's name and I'm like, just tell me how to say it.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, man, excited to be here. Thank you for setting this up. Like, awesome idea. Like, really looking forward to it.
Matt's idea.
And yeah, hopefully we can help some teams out. Be pseudo GMs today.
Yeah, come watch our podcast and watch how to do a draft.
Yeah.
I like how the Patriots guys have 2 people and everyone else has 1. It's like they're trying to tip the favorite or something like that. No.
we don't just go out as individuals here. We always come out the gate as a team. So I had to recruit my co-host over here, Davidge, to represent the Patriots at 3. And then, I mean, to be honest with you, my man knows college football, and so I have a great resource here. You guys better watch out.
And why don't you guys, when you're going to add your destination, everybody go and add your destinations. Sorry, that's a dog in the background.
Somebody put it in the chat to tell me how. I don't see the button.
Yeah, well, I can't see it. It's not up on mine.
Man, it doesn't do this sometimes. Dang it. So just retweet it. It's live on my Twitter. I'll throw it up. But anyways, where can people find your show, Pete and Davish?
Oh yeah, give us a follow at Fox Fellas Pod. We air every Thursday during the off season. We'll actually be live for the draft. I know some of you guys might be live for the draft, so we have to get bopping around streams. Check us out. We're actually going to be live until the Patriots pick. So we're looking at the 3rd pick. So we're looking at being live for the first 3 picks. So we'll have to come watch your guys' stream after that. But yeah, at Fox Fellas Pod. Check out the rest of the podcast at Besson _617. We got the Sox, Celtics, and Bruins covered. So we got some playoff action going on over here in Boston.
Thanks for watching, Peter. Very cool, guys. Okay, Dad, you don't have a show, but thanks for joining and for doing all these mocks with us. Are you excited? How are you feeling? You ready?
I'm doing good. I think I've got a top 80 ready. So thank you everybody for having me. I appreciate it. I love the fact that everybody else has a show and I don't. I don't know what that's. Hopefully I can represent.
Well, we got enough Packer shows already.
Yeah.
No, we need another
all
one.
The Packer shows.
Ned was so happy he had another Bears fan on the other night, and he wasn't outnumbered for once. He was living it up. It was Peter's watching. He knows it was a time. Thanks. Yeah. So my dad did a ton of research, guys. He's got like a top 80. He called me this morning. He's like, I did a top 80. I was like, oh, shit.
Isn't that how you do this?
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I like it. All right, Eric, you ready? Represent the Chiefs.
Yes, I am Eric. I'm host of the Vegas Benchwarmers. We go live every Saturday on YouTube and Wednesday night on Twitter and Twitch. I'm a Chiefs fan, and thank you so much for having me on. This is going to be so much fun. I'm ready to help some teams out.
Sounds good. Actually, yeah, what we'll do before we start in a minute after I introduce Joe and Link, we can say the 4 teams we've got too. We can go around and do that, and then we'll start. Joe, how you doing, man?
Good, man. What's going on?
You like this Brady Bunch style?
We're not doing trades. Did I hear correctly?
No, the system just doesn't let it. We tried the other day. Sorry. I know that sucks. It sucks. Because you guys would have traded down to get Penix at the spot you want to get him at, right?
Well, I had a couple other things in mind too, but it's good. We'll figure it out. So
we can try a couple, but it just rejected like it only let 1 out of 8 go through, so it was so time consuming. So me and my dad, we tried this last weekend, and it actually was good.
It doesn't take too much time to just try one. You know what I'm saying, Isaac? But it's totally up to you.
We can give a couple.
What happens is when you put it
actually for the sake of the show, if we propose a trade, then the person who controls that team could just make the decision on whether or not they accept it, right?
Ooh.
It's like if
no. So what he's saying is if he verbally offers somebody else a trade, they accept. You could just pick for that player, but it's still going to show for that team. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can write that down.
And also just to clarify, because I've done a couple of the first round mocks and everything like that. Yeah. There will be parts where when you actually go to make the trade, it actually has a little meter that says acceptable, not acceptable. So it's a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we get like 2 shots at a trade? If both get declined, then you don't have any more shots that, like just set a number on it and move. I get you 2 chances at it. If you don't hit them 2, no more trade offers. You got to pick something like that, some sort of parameter.
So Joe, you're a Raiders fan and a Packers fan. You've been with us on Blitz a bunch, and you've been on Frozen Tundra.
No, correction. I am a Raiders fan, not a Packers fan.
Oh no!
Nice. I like how you said that.
I like how you said that. I tried to find that in.
I am the Raiders fan.
You're the Raiders fan.
Yes.
Thanks for joining, dude. All right, last one. Link, how you doing, man?
What's going on, man? Been a minute.
Yeah, it's good to see you, dude. So,
tell everybody about good to see you too, man. Back in here. But yeah, so I'm the host of American Football Network on YouTube. Just put out a bunch of football content. We do NFL and college football over there. Pretty much just cover basically everything that has to do with football. So yeah, check us out.
Very cool. Yeah, I've been like talking about it. You've got like 4 different things on your YouTube now.
Yeah.
He keeps creating new ones. I'm like, oh, you got a baseball one, you got a college football, you got bets, and you got your normal football one.
I mean, you just turned 18. I mean, go ahead and do your thing, dude.
Yeah.
All young fellas.
Have that energy.
Love it. Okay, so why don't we go around and say the 4 teams we've got? Some of them don't have first round picks, like one of mine doesn't. And then we'll start this thing for everybody. So I'll go last. Med, who are your 4 teams?
My 4 teams are the Bears, Lions, the Panthers, and I forgot the other one. The Chargers. That's why. I keep thinking they're in San Diego.
Okay, cool. And that's the teams we're GM for those 4. Seth, who do you have?
I've got the Titans, Falcons, Colts, and Seahawks.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't bring up Elijah Jones anymore. So there's a running joke really quick. Somebody talked about the Packers taking Elijah Jones in the first round, and I was like, who? Elijah who? So I will not be taking Elijah Jones.
Boston College, baby.
Take him in the first. Go ahead. Halfley would love it, but I'm not.
He's going to get picked. The Packers are going to pick him.
Okay, Division Pete, who do you guys have? Who are your 4 teams?
So
we got the Pats.
Yep, the greatest franchise in NFL history.
Oh, you got your own team?
Yeah. We also grabbed the second greatest franchise in NFL history, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We can't agree with any of that shit. But
we surprisingly have the 3rd greatest franchise in NFL history, too. We have the 49ers. And then we also happen to have the Baltimore Ravens, who maybe post 2000, one of the greatest franchises in NFL history.
Yeah, y'all just great.
Super Bowl favorite too, in my opinion.
Wait, hold on. How many great teams do you have in one?
We have 4 great teams.
Can we trade teams?
So much greatness.
No, I'm happy with mine because I got the Packers and Texans, and they're both rising. They're going to be Super Bowl threats. I got the Eagles, who are going to be interesting, and the Dolphins, who I don't believe in, but they're still interesting and fun at least. So those are my 4. Dad, who do you got?
I've got the Arizona Cardinals, powerhouse team right there, and the New York Giants, right? Minnesota, which is interesting this year, and then Cleveland doesn't have a first-round pick, so
that's me at the Texans.
Greatest to the bottom feeders.
I mean, I got the bottom of the barrel, right?
You get the fun picks at least.
Legit.
Eric definitely doesn't.
So I'm happy about that.
Eric, you know you don't. Eric doesn't have the Chiefs. No way.
I got the Jets, the real and only real New York team. I got the Broncos, the Rams, and the greatest team of all time with the greatest quarterback ever, the Chiefs.
Oh, bold statement.
Is that Mahomes?
I felt shade.
Direct shot. I like it. Tom Brady's not the greatest, he's saying. I love it.
No, yeah, we got it, Isaac. Thanks for that analysis there, bud. Real hard-hitting sleuth you are.
Isaac's stupid.
Man, it's too much fun. That's a whole discussion I would love to have. I wish
it's really not a discussion. That's why nothing was said back. It's nothing to talk about.
It's not a discussion. It's not. Yeah, Brady's still the GOAT. It's not a discussion.
Yeah, of course he is.
You notice how we said nothing back? There's just nothing to say. Like,
it's going to be a really fun discussion at the end of Mahomes' career. We'll see where he is.
That will be more fun.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that'll be more fun.
Yeah, give him his whole career before you start comparing him to the greatest quarterback of all time. He has more. I'm not even getting into it. Yeah.
I did have him in my top 5. He's already cracked it for me. You haven't 3 rings this early. No, Mahomes. Obviously, Brady's one. Come on.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to get the New England guys going.
Even the top 5, that's like Brady's still like 3 miles ahead of him. So yeah, it's not even close.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. That was hilarious. Joe, who are your 4 teams? Who do you got?
I have the Commanders. I have the Saints. I have the Bengals, and I have the Raiders.
Nice. And Link, who do you got?
I've got the Jaguars, the Bills, the Buccaneers, and the Cowboys.
Thanks for letting me have the Packers, you too, because
for sure,
I want to strengthen the roster and not do what Jeff Hafley wants. So, all right, we're gonna get started. Anybody else got anything before we get going? You guys ready? All right, let's do it.
Cheers.
I'm gonna throw it up. Let's do this.
Everyone got really small all of a sudden.
3 rounds. I'm not going to, it doesn't matter. The speed doesn't matter. Hopefully it does not mess up. I'm going to be super ticked if it does. So I'll close my other stuff out. Everybody can see it.
Be careful. Be careful when you click on this one.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, I know, like it did the other night. I'm really nervous about it. All right. Pick number 1. The Chicago Bears are up. Med, what you got?
And Med runs to the podium.
I would sweat in my face. Nah, I've already said I'm not really thrilled with the guy that I think is going to get picked, but I'm getting Caleb Williams, first overall quarterback, USC. I honestly rather have Jaden Daniels, but I'm going to pick the way that I think they will make these picks.
And that's the way I'm going to do it, but y'all are free to do whatever. Honestly, let's just have fun. All right. Caleb Williams goes number 1. Me and my dad had a discussion about this earlier. It was fun. Washington Commanders at pick number 2, and that is Joe.
Okay, so here's where it gets interesting.
Joe.
I want to propose a trade as the Raiders, but I also have the Commanders. So what I was thinking is I'll propose the trade, and we'll go down the panel. And if I get a majority of the panel, you guys say yes or no. If I get a majority of the panel to say yes, then the trade can go through.
Okay, what's your trade? I'll throw it up on here just so everybody can physically see it. So you're trading with Washington and the Raiders.
Yeah, my trade is the number 2 overall pick, and then for the Raiders, they're going to give up the 13 pick this year, the 2025 first, and the 2026 first, and also a 2025 second.
Jeez.
Well,
so 3 first.
So it doesn't let me go to 2026, so we can just see that.
Okay, so let me look
you're
at
offering the
20,
you're offering the 13th
and a second. 3 first and a second.
Oh,
yeah, 3 firsts and a second.
Okay, so we're pretending there's a 2026 first.
That's plenty
to
of
move
draft
up 11
capital
spots.
there,
Okay.
Joe.
All right, let's go around and let's vote then. I'm going to vote. I'm fine with that. Yes, that's good for me.
That's good.
Med, Seth, you guys good?
I'm good with that. Commanders will be all over that.
Okay. Eric?
Yeah.
Okay. I think like we're almost at majority. Pete, Davies?
Fine by me.
That's a fine trade.
Give up. The Raiders probably would never do that.
I just want to see what everyone says really quick. Link, what you got? You like it?
No. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's good.
Nice. I like that you
said it has to be unanimous.
Good. I'm gonna just try to run it through, but if it doesn't, we know who's picking. It's fine. We'll just say it's the Raiders. So I'm gonna try it. I just want to see if it goes through. I don't think it will. Oh wow, it did go through. Cool. So you're actually up for the Raiders. That's awesome. I didn't expect it to go through. All right. Well, Joe, you're now up for the Raiders at pick number 2. Who do you want?
And the Raiders run to the podium for Jaden Daniels.
Love it, man.
Yes.
I think it's
that's awesome.
Why did you take Jaden Daniels really quick before we go to the Pats?
Because I think he has the most upside, like immediate upside, whereas Drake Maye is more, I think he has a potential to be a great player, but he needs more development. I think Jaden Daniels is more pro ready right now.
Yeah, higher ceiling. I get you.
Right.
Jaden Daniels.
Good analysis. All right. Man, this is I can't wait for this one. I've been waiting. This has been one of the biggest question marks other than Washington. What's going to happen at pick number 3 with the Patriots? I haven't talked to Pete a bunch about this a lot recently, and I'm really curious. So, Pete, Davish, you got the Pats at 3. Would you like to trade, or do you want to take the guy? I think
no, we're not trading. This is a layup, Davish. Go ahead, dunk it.
Thank you, Washington, for or whoever's we've gotten lucky 2 years this year again because of Washington for taking Forbes ahead of Gonzalez and taking Jaden Daniels ahead of Drake Maye. Give me Drake Maye all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
Drake Maye season.
All right. Why did you guys take Drake Maye? I'm not questioning. I just want to. For the analysis.
No, division's got all. Are you kidding me? Go ahead.
So in this entire draft class, Drake Maye has the second highest stand and deliver percentage in the face of pressure, and has the most Drake Maye, who's supposedly supposed to be inaccurate, has the best accuracy in this draft class beyond his first read, as charted by both the Ringer and PFF. Jaden Daniels in this draft class is dead last in both. And Jaden Daniels has the highest drop-off percentage in accuracy from between his first read and beyond his first read. Easy pick. Drake Maye would have been a first overall pick in 4 of the last 6 draft classes. I don't think Jaden Daniels would have been a first-round pick in a lot of those draft classes.
Mm-hmm. So, anybody remember the last good North Carolina Tar Heel quarterback to come out of the draft?
Before
no, good point. That means Drake Maye's not going to be good.
Quarterback.
Oh yeah,
that's
a good point. I never thought of that.
What happened to the last quarterback?
That's the thing. Yeah. Before CJ Stroud, there were no good Ohio State quarterbacks. Like Ohio State quarterbacks were cursed. That's a lazy analysis because the college history does not define how quarterbacks are going to turn out in the NFL.
Hey, Joe Burrow was a hot
State. Michigan quarterback outside of Brady that succeeded in the league.
Who? Michigan?
Hey, name another 6th-round quarterback that's ever been good. And we can do this all day with name another.
We definitely can.
Hey, I just got a question.
We definitely can. It's a lot safer of a pick taking a 6th-round quarterback than a North Carolina Tar Heel.
I know that you're obviously
taking him over an LSU
We
quarterback.
got some heated discussion. Okay, really quick, Joe.
You didn't take him over an LSU quarterback.
I know that
you would have.
Yeah, I know he was so happy.
He just said he was better than the LSU quarterback.
That way, Jamarcus Russell's the biggest.
He would have taken JJ over.
Who's on the clock?
All right. Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna cut it off really quick. Joe, quick question. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just so Pete and Davish obviously seem to be very high on Drake Maye, and that's fine. I like Drake Maye too, but I'm curious. So you think Jaden Daniels is going to bust then?
I think Jaden Daniels had. I mean, you cannot say that for certainty, but I think Jaden Daniels has a higher chance of not having success in the league than having success in the league. That's something I will say. He has way too much backyard football in him, and that
I'm a little worried about his arm strength, and I'm worried that he won't take slides, and he's going to get wrecked in the NFL.
He takes more big hits.
But I have a running back that runs upright like that too, so I want to see him protect himself more. I think he's going to get wrecked, but got some potential. I mean, I'm a fan. I like all the top three quarterbacks. Me and my dad talked about it though. On my board, this is silly, but I'm not saying what the teams should do. But on my board, I didn't have a quarterback in the first three. I think Marvin Harrison and Joe Alt are the two safest prospects.
Is there? Hey, let me know when I'm on the clock.
You are on the clock, sir. Wait, hold on. No, wait. The Arizona Cardinals are on the clock, and Dad, what you got?
I'm wondering if anybody wants to trade up.
What, you want to get rid of Marvin Harrison?
Or does anybody want to trade up? I just wondering if there's any offers out there from any of the teams, because there's the top shelf talent is still there, right?
Oh, and JJ's here. The Minnesota Vikings perhaps want to trade up with yourself, Dad. You want to do it?
No, the quarterbacks are gone.
No, JJ's there. You want to? Do you know the Vikings are going to do this if this happens? You want to try it? You can trade with yourself. Joe just did it.
No, because I don't have JJ there.
Okay. I just think the Vikings are going to do it, but I agree with you. I don't have JJ there either. I like the debate guys too, by the way. All right, Dad. So if nobody's trading, who are you taking?
How much draft capital would Minnesota have to give up to move to 11 to 4?
Let's check it out. So we got Arizona,
and we got 2 first rounders we got 2 first rounders this year. Minnesota.
Okay. Well, Minnesota's got pick
number 11 and number 23.
You're gonna have to go more than that. You know that we've done this already. You want to offer that first next year or the third? You're gonna have to give one of those at least. You want to toss that first in? That's 3 first to move up. You want to try that?
Holy shit.
You're going to have
Patriots,
to.
In Patriots land, talking about the 3 pick, that might make it. Like, that might make it.
Yeah. I know.
But I don't know if this might accept everything because it's all users. So I don't see why it would ever reject the trade.
So what you would do is you would actually have the person that is picking, Isaac, if you choose the Arizona guy and then go back and like Arizona's offering to trade to Minnesota, then it'll actually go.
Whereas what's this? Minnesota offering to Arizona? I feel like this is
Arizona so you're saying flip it? No, you're saying put Minnesota here? Okay.
Well, act like Arizona is offering to trade to Minnesota.
No, I did it right.
I'll give up the two first this year and as first next year.
No, that's exact. Oh, I get. Yeah, but I already. Okay, I get what you're saying. That's what I did though.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 first and the first next year, we're gonna try it.
Some generous trade offers.
Nope.
Oh, there you go.
Try one more. Med. It's like I know what to do. Okay, let's offer. You're gonna have to offer a little more. You want to offer that third? They must value JJ or Harrison.
You're not drafted next year, so you might as well.
Right. Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Okay, this is just stupid. No, yes, they accept that trade. Yes, that is absolutely asinine.
We can do the trade.
So they went from the 13 to the 2 for less than what he just gave up. He gave up 3 first and a third.
Let me flip the order of the teams and see if it does it that way. I don't think it's going to matter.
For the Raiders, they only recorded 2 first and a second.
3 first and a second.
Let me just try this really quick. Hold on. Let's see if it makes a difference if I flip the order.
But he's saying on the simulator it was only 2 firsts and a second.
Yeah, so for the Raiders trade, they allowed less than this did. Oh, there we go.
Apparently, it has to be the opposite. No, I completely agree with you, Eric. I was just testing. You're up, Minnesota. Pick number 4. It went through. I pushed it through.
Oh my God, that's amazing! Good job, Isaac.
JJ.
Minnesota's gonna pick JJ McCarthy from Michigan.
Okay, why'd you pick JJ there for Minnesota?
He's the last one left.
He's the last quarterback that I like. Yeah, he's got a chance. I like him. Actually, I kind of like JJ McCarthy more than most people. I do have him rated in my. Oh gosh, where is he at? Let me check. He's actually 19th rated on my big board. So.
Ooh.
But Minnesota needed a quarterback, right? So
I'm not taking TJ.
I'm not drafting for him next year anyway. So I'm glad I got JJ.
Yeah, no, I actually think he has a chance to be solid. I'm just not top 5 on the guy, but you're not either. Good analysis. All right, that's our first 5 picks. We've made it through 5. The Giants, we're at pick 4,
right? Yeah, that's
Chargers are up at pick number 5. I apologize. With Med, what you got?
The Marvis Harrison Jr.
Yeah, can you believe this? He fell to 5.
I mean, there shouldn't really be much analyzing to it. I mean, he's the best receiver in the draft this year. Marvin Harrison Jr.
For a team that doesn't have any receivers.
Exactly.
He was number 1 on my board.
That would be perfect.
No.
Okay, now we're up at pick number 6. Dad, you're up with the Giants. Ooh, do you want to offer any trades, or what do you want to do here?
I don't think anybody really wants to move up to this spot right now.
I mean,
maybe. Is it any teams out there? Let me know if you're interested.
Unfortunately, I'm so far down the board. My first pick is 21, so I'm out because it would take too much capital to move up 15 spots. So, yeah.
But I think the Giants are going to go ahead and pick Malik Neighbors. Malik is he looks like he could be real special in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. He's a great route runner. He's explosive, tracks the ball well.
Yeah.
Actually had him rated pretty freaking high, so I'm happy for the Giants to get him here at 6. I think it's a good addition to their team.
LSU receivers are always good, seems like.
Yeah. So I was happy that he was still here, actually.
I agree. I honestly think Malik Neighbors on my board was the 3rd best prospect. I don't have any of the quarterbacks in the top 3. I'm not a massive believer, but I knew they were going to go in the top 3. But Malik Neighbors, for me, is the only receiver I think that could be better than Marvin Harrison Jr. has any chance. So I agree with you, Dad. All right, pick number 7. We got the Tennessee Titans, and that is Seth. And I think this one's pretty easy, but who do you got?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy. Every mock I've seen has this guy going to the Titans, and I actually like what the Titans have done this offseason. They've improved their team a lot for a team that didn't have any hope at the end of last year. So I'll go offensive tackle Joe Alt. I mean, by far the best, I think, tackle in the draft.
And it's funny because right here, these are my top 3 guys, and they almost that order, and they went 5, 6, 7 because everyone's going to take quarterbacks. And I think this is pretty realistic to what's probably going to happen, actually. I think these 4 quarterbacks are going to go in the top 3. I don't think any of them are top 4. I don't think any of them are going to not take a quarterback. I don't think they can afford not to. So, all right. Atlanta Falcons. Oh, I wonder who that is. Seth, you're up again.
Well, I mean, it's not the most exciting pick, but they have to have some pressure. Just get to the quarterback. It's been pitiful the last couple of years. So I am going to go with, there's 2 guys, Verse and Turner, but I'm going to go with Dallas Turner.
Excellent.
Out of Alabama.
Great.
That's pretty exciting, actually.
I like Turner a lot. He's my best. He's my highest defensive player. He's just going to be a beast. Good pick, Seth. And that's going to help their defense a lot. Okay. Ooh, the Bears. Oh, they've got another pick in the top 10. Look at that. All right. This is the one I think they're going to trade. Med, would you like to offer any trades, or you want to?
And that's what I was going to say. Is anyone willing to make a trade?
So if you wanted to trade with yourself, what's your next pick? You're down at 29. So unfortunately, that's not a drop.
That's too far.
And unless it's a quarterback, I don't know. There's some good stuff here though. Anybody in the team?
What are you looking for? Hey, Med, what are you looking for compensation?
What's an offer?
I'm
listening. I'm Ryan Polesing it right now. What's the best
Let me think about it for a second, because I just gave up a whole bunch of draft capital.
Yeah, you did.
The Buccaneers will trade up for it.
What you got?
Let me see the Buccaneers picks.
Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna go to proposed trade. I'm gonna just test in theory. It's funny because I thought Meds would work. I'm gonna try the opposite. I'm gonna do
go the opposite way. I did the same thing as you, and it actually did it.
Okay, so we're going Tampa Bay is trading with who's up? Bears.
Chicago.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so the Bucs have picked 26, which you'd have to give up for pick 9. What else are you offering?
I'll give you 89 and a first and third next year.
Ooh, nothing else back? Just the 9?
Just the 9.
Okay, Med, is that good for you?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Tampa Bay's moving up.
Rejected. I'll flip the order. Maybe I don't think that's it. I think they want more. So let's try one more time that way though. Hold on. Tampa Bay. Because I like these trades.
I know where I'm going with it if this doesn't go through.
Okay, so let's try 26, 57 first. Let's do a second.
Just throw in like 4 and 5 for the 2025 too, because it don't matter. We're not drafting next year for them.
I'll throw 7 too. All right, let's
just to get it.
All the picks.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more with that third.
I was gonna say I got a pick if I need to.
Okay, what you got? What you want to do?
See if it'll actually push it through this time. Try
one more shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, add 89 for this year.
There you go.
You might have to get up. You might have to give up 56, man.
I'm not going to give up 56 for it. I'll keep it.
All right. In that case, I will go ahead and select Jared Verse, Florida State edge rusher, to solidify the other side of my defensive line and put more pressure on Jordan Love's candy ass.
That's who I wanted.
He's going to be seeing so much of that when he throws for 35 plus TDs this year, which would only be an increase of 3 from his first year in the NFL. So he's just going to be, and with our receivers growing, Matt's going to hate Jordan.
Well, now everybody has a book on him, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know he's going to be better. All of his weapons. He had the youngest supporting cast in the NFL and went out there 32 touchdowns his first year. And yes, it was up and down, but come on. We're set, man. I'm happy. All right. So there was Jared Verse. I like that pick. The Jets are on the clock at pick number 10, and that
I already know what Eric's going.
Eric. I think I know what he's doing too. Eric, who are you taking?
You're muted.
You're muted.
I'm taking the Penn State offensive tackle.
Okay, threw me off.
Yeah. I is actually my one other curveball. I thought he'd go Bowers, but he went for
no.
Look at this. Bowers and Dunze fell in the
Aaron
top
Rodgers 10. For a win now only team.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick for
to have depth at that line with some of the older players that they've gotten will help out a lot more, in my opinion.
Also,
they also signed Tyron Smith in the offseason, so they have a left tackle. Fashan will be a good right tackle in the league.
Well, and Tyron Smith doesn't play but half a season, so he can slide to left when Tyron Smith is out by week 7.
And now you have a layup for the Cardinals at 11.
Well, this is crazy because I said, would a Dunze follow the top 10 on Twitter, and people clown me, and I was like, it might happen. And look, it happened in this. So we'll see on Thursday. All right. Arizona Cardinals are back on the clock. And look at that's Dad. What you got?
I figured this guy would fall to here. I was hoping
this is stupid.
Here comes a Dunze.
I'm definitely going with the receiver of Dunze here.
Do you even want to?
He's really good, and I like the fact that I got a couple extra draft picks. So yeah, I mean, I didn't get Harrison. I could have took Harrison, but I'm okay with the Dunze.
Mary, I'll say the Packers stuff when I'm up about this Elijah Jones character. I'll wait for that. I see you in the comments. I'll throw it up. All right, Denver Broncos. I like the top 11 guys. This has been fun. The Broncos at pick number 12. Denver Broncos. And that is Eric.
I'm gonna take Brock Bowers here.
Yeah, dude. Good stuff, man. I honestly thought you would think maybe quarterback, but I think you're probably like me where you don't think.
Yeah, you think it. I'm not as high on Knicks and what's his name, Spence. Even though the Broncos don't have a second round pick, so if he gets lucky, maybe in the third, I get Spencer Rattler. But yeah, I'm not that high on either one to take them with the 12th pick.
Penix or Knicks. I think they're unfortunately going to reach because everyone wants a quarterback, but I don't think Penix or Knicks are.
Not even
if you
first round.
Like pick 30, that'd be around there. But yeah. Okay. Washington Commanders, pick number 13, and that is Joe. You're up again. You got 2 in a row here.
Let's see. This one's kind of tough because they really need defense, but their offensive line could use some improvement too.
They need a quarterback.
Yeah, but with the quarterbacks left, I mean, Like, would it be fair if I was to like take Penix here? Would it be fair?
I think that's.
I think it's very possible.
I think it's gonna happen. I've heard so much smoke about it, and I don't think that I've told you, man. Penix or Bo Nix are gonna go by pick 14. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I would say. I think I would take Penix then if they're gonna go quarterback, but they need so much other help though.
I agree.
You could trade down and hope Penix falls a little bit, but
yeah, you could. The trade down might actually. I mean, the problem is there's a lot of talent here. Your next pick is for Washington. What's your next pick? It's you got 36. So I don't know if either of them will be there. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll get lucky, but I don't know. Your call, man.
I don't know. It's just a matter of value because, I mean, they could get the best corner in the draft right here. They could get one of the best tackles, or they could take Penix, like, who's the 5th or 6th best quarterback. Like, to me, I would rather have the best corner or the best, one of the best tackles in the draft for value.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're the GM.
Is there anybody that wants to trade?
What would you need in a trade?
I'll try it again with the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers?
They're aggressive this draft.
Try it again.
Yeah, I'm
actually, if he doesn't go through, I'm going to offer one with the Packers, actually. I'm going to mix it up. They probably won't do it, but...
I think I have a trade offer, too.
Okay, so we're going to try the Tampa one first. I'm going to go in order since he offered it first.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tampa is going to trade with Washington. What are you offering, bud?
I'll give him 26.
Same thing.
We'll go 89. Yeah.
All those 2025s?
Do you think maybe putting all the 2025s is what made it reject the last time? Too. Yeah, that's
maybe that is what's declining it. Let's just try a first and a second, see if that's enough.
Yeah.
No. So I don't think it's enough, is what I think.
Do Washington as the first team? Do Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll flip.
Because I just got it to go through with the Chiefs. So do the first, do that first, do the other first, the second and the third.
That right there?
Not that third. Next year's third.
Oh, he doesn't. So don't give up 89?
Yeah, don't give up 89.
Ooh, are you okay with that, though? Because that Washington, are you okay with that? Because you're not getting anything this year. You're just moving back.
Oh, who has Tampa Bay?
Link.
No,
then give up 89. I'm sorry.
13 spots back, and they're getting nothing they can use this year.
Then give up 89. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're good. That's the only reason I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Are you good with that, Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Picking up an extra first is always a good.
Nope. I don't know what it's doing. This trade machine makes no sense.
Reverse the teams. And do it. I literally I can show you my screen. I gave.
No, I believe you. It's weird. So which one now?
First,
Washington?
Two first,
Tampa
second,
first.
and third.
Tampa first, Washington. Yeah, this trade machine doesn't make sense. It just sometimes doesn't work. I almost clicked restart. That's
no worries.
Okay, so we're offering 26 for 13. What else?
That first, that second, and 89.
Wrong side.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
No, you're good. You're good. My bad. I was like,
no. I don't know what. Sorry, guys. It doesn't. This machine doesn't make sense to me. I love this site otherwise, but this trade machine.
They just don't want to see me win.
Here, I'm going to offer one with Green Bay really quick.
If that doesn't work, I want to offer one as the Chiefs.
Okay, I've got one for him. My dad wanted to offer one too, so we're going to try.
I got an offer.
Okay, Green Bay. So, Joe, here's what I'm going to toss you, okay? I'm going to toss you 25. I'm going to toss you let's go 88. It's pretty much the same pick. And then I'm going to offer you first and a second next year. It's a one pick higher than Tampa's, but it's like one pick lower here. You good for that?
Actually, you know what? I would say take off
the second.
If you were to take off the second, or actually, hold on. I want 41. I want 25 and 41.
Ooh. Do I have to give that first next year or something else?
You could lower that first to like a third or something, maybe second or third next year. but I want 25 and 41.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I really like the guy here. So if this goes through, I'm good for this. Let's try it. Okay. I'm gonna try it.
Good luck.
Dang it. I don't think it's letting trades through. We'll try one more with another team, then we're just gonna pick.
I'm gonna withdraw. I don't want to do a trade.
You're not Washington.
No, I was gonna offer one, but I'm not doing.
Okay. All right. Eric, you want to try one?
Yeah, Joe, I'll give you my 30-second.
Okay. Hold on. So you're
Kansas City?
Yeah,
yep.
KC.
So look, I'll give you 13. I'll give you 30-second. I'll give you 64.
Okay.
I'll give you a first next year.
Yeah.
A second next year and a third next year.
Ooh, he likes this guy. Whoever it is.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I didn't offer enough.
He likes this guy.
41. Okay. Well, that's
Kansas
a lot.
City's like,
it's just
there's no way that they would turn that.
At
this
point,
draft, this trade machine is broken.
Yeah.
It's just I've done this on trade last weekend with my dad, and it worked. So I totally.
I wanted Arnold for the Chiefs.
All right, who do you?
I think we should pick at our spots.
Just pick at the spots from here on out.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
no more trades. They take too long.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, this is adding 30 minutes to it.
I'm gonna say, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna take Fuaga.
Okay, like it. Why'd you take him?
Because they need help on their offensive line, and I just think you get more value taking the second or third best tackle than you do the sixth best quarterback.
I agree. And no, I'm not taking Elijah Jones at pick 25.
And I also think there's a chance that Penix will be there at 36.
I think you're risking it there, but it's possible.
Risking it for the biscuit.
All right.
It's always worth the risk, right?
Okay, so now the Saints are up. The New Orleans Saints at pick 14. That's Joe again. Who do you want?
Joe. The Saints are up.
You got some stuff here.
How far down is Byron Murphy?
He's shown at 22.
Okay, so Johnny Newton is 21. Go back up real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, some guys I really like here.
You got Edge and offensive tackle. I would say take Latu.
Yeah, that'd be one of my two guys I like there. Latu, edge rusher from UCLA. I like it. I'll start doing that.
Nice pick. He's right on my list.
Why'd you take Latu for the Saints? What were we thinking?
Well, I was looking at their defensive needs, and he's the highest rated, the best value at their position. Like Latu was higher ranked than, because Byron Murphy I thought would be higher ranked, but he's not. So I'm giving them the best player available at a position of need.
I like it, man. Good pick. Seriously. So I had the trades didn't work. It would have been more fun, but this machine sucks. All right. All right. Indianapolis Colts are up at pick number 15. That is Seth. I'm going to give you a second to think about it. I'll be right back.
That's tough. I'd like to give Richardson another weapon, but I was hoping Bowers would fall this far, and he didn't. So I'm going to take an elite cornerback. I'm going to go with Quinyon Mitchell. They need a corner. He's a physical guy. I think the Colts are 23rd in pass breakups. Only had 5 interceptions last year. So, yeah, give me Mitchell. I think he's the best corner in the draft.
Well, we'll give it to you. There's Isaac right there.
Oh, there's Isaac.
I had to use the restroom. I've been holding it for over an hour.
I like that. I like
it. Okay, so I'm old. I'm not that old, but I already
I'm sorry, Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback.
No, I heard you. I was right there. So that was interesting. Not Arnold, but I actually really like Mitchell as well. So this is, if I was a GM there, that's a good pick, man. I think Mitchell, like if there's any chance he falls to Green Bay, which I've seen in a few mocks, I would be ecstatic because I think they're looking at more like a Kool-Aid or Nate Wiggins, but Mitchell looks like a stud. So good pick.
Yeah,
dude.
he blew up at the combine.
Oh yeah. He's a little small, but he's fast, man. He's going to be good. All right. You are back up with the Seattle Seahawks at pick number 16. Guys, this has been blast so far. We're almost halfway through the first round. And thank you to I think we're up to, almost 160 people watching. Thanks, guys. Keep leaving comments, not about Elijah Jones. Seattle Seahawks are up.
Real quick,
kind of like Joe Alton, the
Mitchell,
Titans.
If he was the Alabama cornerback, he would be top 12 easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Not a lot of people saw Mitchell play in college, so it's a good point.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mid majors.
Yeah. Seahawks, kind of like Joe Alt with the Titans. Almost everybody has been projecting Troy Fautanu. Is that how you say his name? Fautanu. Has been projecting him to go to the Seahawks. He's from Washington.
Right,
he's flexible. He can play guard or tackle. Seattle lost probably their best guard, Damian Lewis, left for the Panthers. That's bad when you get left for the Panthers. So I'm going to take this guy. He can play a guard or tackle. A huge need for him.
Dude, Terrion Arnold just fell out of the top 16. That's crazy. I like that pick, though. It's just nuts to me that I think this guy
Patano's a good pick.
He's a top 10 talent in my book, but I like all these picks. So this is my prediction. All these quarterbacks are going to go in the receivers in the top 10, and it's going to push all these defensive guys down because teams feel like that's more of a need right now. So, all right. I like it, though. Good pick. All right. It's 17. I know who this is. Jacksonville Jaguars. Link.
Finally.
I'm going with Arnold.
Huh?
I'm going with Terrion Arnold. I wanted Mitchell, like I said, I think he's the best corner, but the Jaguars need cornerback help, especially now that Jenkins is also gone. That just hurts them even more. They got a safety in Savage from the Packers, so they're more set in the back end than they were last year, especially if they go out and get a corner here in the draft with their first round pick. And I love Arnold.
Good pick.
I like it. He's a stud. It's going to be that if that actually happens for Jacksonville, they're going to be just over the moon. All right, this is another fun team. Cincinnati Bengals at pick number 18. Joe, you are on the clock.
I'm taking Johnny Newton.
Johnny Newton. I like it. This is one I got in one draft for the Packers. He's going to be good. Why'd you pick Newton?
Because Byron Murphy is the better pass rusher, but Newton is the space eater that they need to replace the DT they just lost. They need a space eater, and Johnny Newton is he's a space eater, and he has pass rush upside. So,
real quick on the Bengals, me and Mel were talking about this the other night. Do y'all think they've missed their window? Do you think the window's closing?
I think this might be their last run because they already lost Mixon, so they're going to need to replace at running back, and now they lost Boyd, and they're about to lose
Higgins.
I mean, unless they figure this out, they're about to lose their other receiver and pay Jamar Chase. And honestly, if Burrow can stay healthy, they have a shot, but that's a big if. So I've got this and them this year. I think it's going to depend on Burrow's health more than anything, with even with all the question marks on offense. And
you think they upgraded with Moss at running back, or you think they downgraded?
I like the flashes I saw from Moss.
I think they upgraded for value. They don't have to pay as much.
Like, we got Jacobs, who's younger. If he can stay healthy, it's probably he's probably got better potential to play 16 games than Aaron Jones does at this point in his career. But Jones proved it over the last 5 games that he's still more valuable. But Jacobs was a lot cheaper. So they went cheaper with Moss. They need to get Burrow another weapon, and really they've been trying for years to fortify that line. They need to fortify that line.
Yeah.
They got Trent Brown coming this year too. So.
And they keep spending money, and it just keeps it's only been like marginal improvements. So that's going to be the biggest.
Right. Yeah, the guy from the Chiefs last year, and he didn't have a very good year.
No, it's like they keep getting these linemen, and it doesn't really pan. So I'm curious.
Orlando Brown.
Mm-hmm. Good question. I like that. Okay, this is another interesting team. They lost Aaron Donald in the offseason. The LA Rams are up, and that is Eric.
I'm going with Byron Murphy.
Excellent. Like it. Both defensive tackles back to back. That's kind of what I wanted. Why'd you go Murphy there? Was it to replace Aaron Donald?
They need to replace him. It's a big need for me. And outside of that, I did at edge, maybe Chop Robinson, maybe Nate Wiggins. If Arnold was there, I'd have taken him. But yeah, so I just ended up going with what I felt was a bigger need for him.
I agree. Good pick. And they got to keep showing up that D. Their offense is good pick. I like it a lot. Like he's a guy, either one of these guys, if they're there for my team, I'd love it. But these two are going to be, I think, are both going to be good players. All right, we are up to pick number 20. We're getting over halfway through the first. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Pete, it's been a minute. You are up.
The Steelers are very happy with who fell to them. We're going to go with Brian Thomas Jr., and I'll let Divish tell you why.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
So a couple reasons to pick Brian Thomas Jr. First off, they have Fields and Wilson at quarterback, both most accurate on the deep ball and more accurate on under center play action. Along with that, they have Arthur Smith, who as a new offensive coordinator who runs a lot of under center play action out of bunch formations. So that'd be good for Brian Thomas to be another weapon who's, I would say, faster than George Pickens, kind of shiftier than George Pickens. So can be used more in like the post route schemes like that, where he can take the top off the defense in a more different way.
Does Arthur Smith know he can throw the ball? Because he didn't with the Falcons.
He did with I'm just going to trust what he did in Tennessee still. But at least scheme-wise, he was pretty similar across all jobs. So I'm just going to trust that the scheme works also. Desmond Ridder had a very, very bad deep ball accuracy or intermediate accuracy or just accuracy.
That's fair.
So at least Russ's world famous moon ball can use some couple speedier receivers. So
and he's massive. He's about 6'4" or something like that.
That's a great pick.
Yeah.
Really quick, I'm gonna just hit the comments. Hi to everyone that's not ignoring us. They want me to keep talking about Elijah Jones, but thank you for watching. We had a really cool guy on our show. You guys, honestly, I think it was his first time on camera, and he was amazing. Peter, you guys should, anybody that wants some fun commentary, and he's a Bears fan, he was great. And that's Mac and Cheese. Shout out to them really quick. Justin, he says draft Elijah Jones thing. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. No way. You couldn't pay me. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to even jokingly take him at 25. But thank you for everybody for watching. Appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. And guys, once again, you're doing awesome. This is a blast. Okay. Pick number 21. That's me. I get to actually participate. Oh. I'm the last one to pick first. Look at that. Pick number 21 for the Dolphins. Kind of ticked because I would have gone defensive tackle for them, because even though I know people want me to hit offensive line, losing Wilkins was a big loss to the Raiders. I know Joe's ecstatic about it. But they need offensive line help, and I'm torn between two guys here, but I'm going to go ahead and go Mims. I think that he fills a huge need for them on the offensive line. They need help everywhere, all over the offensive line for the most part. And honestly, like, I've got a big question mark on Tua, but it's not even going to matter if they can't keep him healthy. And they did last year because he learned how to fall appropriately, apparently. So I'm not a big Dolphins fan. I think that they're kind of a fraudulent team, but they need to buff up their offensive line. Eagles, this is a very interesting team. They made a lot of moves this offseason. Letting Reddick go, guys, we hadn't all talked about it, was one of the more interesting moves of the offseason. They've just shifted most of that money outside of getting Gardner Johnson and Devin White on the cheap. They've just spent all their money on offense. So I'm going to go defense here at this pick because they absolutely need it. And I'm going to go Chop Robinson. He's the best prospect. They need to replace Reddick. I like Wiggins and Dijon a lot, or Kool-Aid here, but they need to replace Reddick, and this is a cheaper way to do it. And he's one of my best edge rushers in this draft, so I'm going to go Chop Robinson. All right. Dad, you traded down, so this is you with the Cardinals at pick 23. What you got?
The Cardinals, they did get a Dunsey to fall to them, which they like, and then picked up an extra pick this year and then next year as well. So we've got 3 more picks coming up in the next 12 picks, which is pretty cool. So I want to pick up some talent. I think Nate Wiggins is the right call right here for cornerback for the Cardinals. They need more help in their secondary, and Nate Wiggins looks like he's definitely gonna be a starter in the NFL. At least he looks like that to me, and probably above that. So I'm gonna go with Nate Wiggins.
Very good. I like it. Awesome. All right. Good pick. They need him. Yeah, he's a stud. Okay. I picked number 24. Hold on a second. Something happened. Oh, there's Med. Hold on a second. 1 second. It says you need to add your mic camera. There he is. Never mind. It wouldn't let me add you back in. Yeah, that was weird. It wouldn't let me add your image. It was super weird. All right. Where are we at? We're at pick number 24. This is the Dallas Cowboys. Link. I wish I'd had this pick. I would have had a fun time with this one. All right. Link, pick number 24, Cowboys. You want who do you like here?
It's a tough one.
ZM.
Link, you're on mute.
There we go. I like J.C. Latham here with this pick, the tackle from Alabama. I'm a little bit surprised he actually fell this far. I thought a few more tackles would go a little bit higher up, but I'm glad to see him fall here. Good guy to replace Smith on that offensive line for him. And I think that offensive tackle is definitely the top need for the Cowboys coming into the draft.
Not running back? I'm just kidding.
Great pick.
I actually have a theory that they might surprise everybody and go running back in the first because they're not going to get one at 56. If they don't do it here, because it's just Jerry, and they absolutely need offensive line, and Latham's a better prospect. But I have a theory that they're going to trade up in the second to get one because there's no way they're going to roll with the running backs as is. They're going to draft at least one.
Yeah, nobody's taking running back in the first in this draft.
I don't think they should. I think a team might be bold and do it, but probably not. Okay. I'm up at pick 25 with the Green Bay Packers. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm pretty torn because there's a few guys I like here.
What?
Elijah Jones.
No, my favorite lineman in this draft.
You're running to the podium for Dijon.
You're taking Dijon, Cooper DeZean.
That's who they've wanted for this whole draft process.
I loved his pre-draft stuff, but I still actually, as a prospect, I like McKinstry better, but yeah, I'll go and take Dijon because that is what the Packers would do. I would I'm not gonna be upset if they do, but I would have taken Kool-Aid there or Powers Johnson actually. But I'll do it the Packers.
I like Kool-Aid too.
I think Kool-Aid's slightly better. It's just because it's my team, it's marginal, but I had Kool-Aid slightly higher on my board than Dijon, just slightly. And Powers Johnson, if they were to pick one lineman in the first, if they took him, I'd be loving it. This guy is going to be a freaking beast. Him and Barton. So whoever gets those two guys, you're going to be happy. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, pick number 26. Link, you are back on the clock.
Here for me, I'm going with Powers Johnson. I like him just slightly better than Barton. And when you look at the Buccaneers, they need help both at center and at guard. And I feel like Powers Johnson can help out in both spots, at either guard spot and the center. And so to me, he's just the best value pick here for Tampa Bay at this spot.
Oh, sorry. Gonna regret that because I didn't take Elijah Jones. And watch me not take him till the 5th round. Just saying. Back on the Elijah Jones thing. I completely agree, Powers Johnson, man. He's one of my favorite guys I watched on tape this year. All right. Arizona Cardinals, you are back on the clock. That is Dad. What you thinking? Yeah. What you thinking of 27?
I wanted Powers Johnson.
I don't blame you.
But I think the Cardinals need some interior offensive line help. And Graham Barton, I think he'll probably play the interior, so I'm going to pick him.
Okay.
At 27.
I agree. Good pick. I like it. All right. Great stuff. We've got 5 picks left here in the first round. Hope everybody's having fun. Give us some grades for your team that you're a fan of. Some of the teams haven't picked yet. They'll be picking in the second. We'll take a little hiatus at the end of the first round just for a minute. Play the intro again, and we'll roll with the second round. All right, pick number 28, Buffalo Bills. Link, you are back up.
Here for the Bills. There he is. I was looking. I didn't think anybody took him. I'm going A.D. Mitchell here. He just absolutely tore up the combine. He's an incredible receiver. He's going to be, in my opinion, I think A.D. Mitchell is going to turn out to be the 3rd best receiver in this class behind Brian Thomas and Marvin Harrison. I think that partially because of his talent, but also partially because I think he's going to fall a little bit later back in the first. He's going to end up on a better team with more talent around him. I think that's part of it. But I just love the prospect in him. He's a big guy, fast guy, and I think that he could really help this Bills team who needs they lost their number 1 and their number 2 receivers, so they need a receiver bad. And I think A.J. Mitchell is obviously the best one available on the board and a guy I'm really high on.
Adonai Mitchell, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. Yeah, no, after letting Gabe Davis and Diggs go, and they'd signed Curtis Samuel, who's their number 1 right now. If they don't want Josh Allen to mutiny, they better. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Because they made some interesting moves. There's a lot of teams that did. Detroit
Mitchell
Lions
steps up in big games. I know that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, he does.
I like him. Detroit Lions, Med, you are back on the clock. They have also had an interesting offseason, and I'm curious where you go here.
Yeah, I kind of want to get Aiden Hutchinson a lot of help up in the front and everything. Outside of him, and I guess you could say McLean, they didn't really have anyone that really put consistent pressure on the quarterback, but they also made the cornerback really bad. Like they just got bombed left and right. So with the 28th pick, I'm going with Kool-Aid McKinstry.
29.
Or 29.
Yeah, I don't think Cameron Sutton's going to be on the team next year.
Yeah, no.
And they need help all over on defense. So yeah, Branch was the only consistent player in that secondary last year. That's gonna, I think he's gonna be huge for them. I almost did it for the Packers, so the good pick, dude. Because yeah, I think he's gonna be awesome. All right, pick number 30, Baltimore Ravens. Pete, you are on the clock, sir. I don't think you're gonna take Penix, right?
No. So division, I actually have the Ravens, and then right after it, we have the 49ers. So we're going back to back here, and we kind of see them as having the same positional need. So we're going to go back to back here with the same position. I'll let Divish tell you who we're going with.
Yep. So first off, for the Ravens, after Ronnie Stanley's massive fall off last year, Ravens take Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma.
Nice.
So throughout his college career, played both right and left tackle. Just your kind of true big body, good bad level guy. I don't see the upside on him as I see with someone like J.C. Latham or someone like, nowhere near the upside of someone like Delius Fuaga. But I still think he's going to be your consistent executor on the offensive line. And I don't think Ravens use too unique of blocking concepts. So I think he'll fit just fine.
I like it. Honestly, guys, I think just for sake of time, I would love to have y'all back on for an analysis on this mock draft soon, or maybe at the end, so we can cut it up, at least with, like, if not everybody at once, because there's been some interesting picks. There's been some good picks, but the funniest thing to me is some of the guys that are falling that I think are going to happen in real life. And honestly, Guyton, I was thinking the Packers might take him or Kool-Aid. And I'm looking at this draft, Nate, I think this is probably pretty similar to what's going to happen. Both these defensive tackles going back to back. I think a lot of this is what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a team in this area that's going to surprise us and take somebody way down the board. Let's see if it happens here. Pete, 49ers, San Francisco. You are on the clock, sir.
Can you sort by O-line for us?
Absolutely. So you got offensive tackle, Sumatea,
Morgan, Paul. I think we're looking more interior, right?
I think just because of the nature of where we're picking, I would honestly just go the best available offensive lineman.
So it's probably
so that way I would, according to my big board, I will go Jordan Morgan out of Arizona. Again, starting left tackle. Noah Fafita's success last year was credited a lot to how much the offensive line improved at Arizona, and Jordan Morgan was a big part of it. So with Trent Williams kind of getting older, they were mostly using swing tackles after McGlinchey went away last year. So this could be a good cornerstone piece for them.
Yeah. Shine going before Elijah Jones is surprising baloney. They're so on this Elijah Jones thing. It's just it's hilarious. Med can tell you all about it after this Chiefs pick. All right, Eric, you're up with the Kansas City Chiefs, last pick of the first round. Then we'll talk about it for a minute. We'll take a really quick, I'll just keep going live. Everybody can take a quick break if they want, and we'll start round 2. So
I'm taking Keon Coleman from wide receiver from Florida State.
Good pick.
Keon Coleman.
Yeah, after all your off-season funness with our.
Yeah, and we already have speedsters with Sky Moore, and so we don't need Xavier Worthy.
Oh God, Sky Moore. That guy's still on the
team.
know.
I was actually hoping Keon would drop down to 33.
Did Taylor Swift not write a song about Sky Moore?
Look, I'm okay with that as long as we keep winning. She can write a song about whoever she wants to.
He's like, you just keep writing songs as long as we keep winning.
Keep writing them. I'm good. She can be passed around. I'm good.
Does anybody need a break really quick before I start round 2? Any thoughts on round 1 you guys want to add before we hit round 2?
No.
I mean, it's actually a really solid draft that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna hit the comments really quick.
No.
Hey, Chelsea, Elijah, man, they're on this. There's like a whole train of the Elijah Jones. So on our show on Friday night, we had a Bears guy on, so I was outnumbered by Bears for a minute until Mary joined, and we did. Man, you want to tell the Elijah Jones story?
So basically, what happened is we were sitting there, and Mary, for some reason, her and Isaac were like talking about who they should pick next and everything, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Mary's like, "You should go with Elijah," or she picked Elijah Jones. We're doing an NFC North mock, and I let Peter do the Bears, and I did, I think, the Lions or the Vikings or whoever. But anyway, the first thing that came out of Isaac's mouth was, "Who is that?" And then, "Hell no." After that, so that's pretty much what happened, and that was what
I still don't know who he is.
Yeah, well, he plays.
I didn't know who he was. I had to Google it, and then I had to go to a mock draft while we were doing it. I had to look up what round this motherfucker was actually supposed to go in.
He's very familiar with Jeff Hafley. He would fit right on in. Jeff Hafley was his college coach. You know, he's a defensive backs guru. That's why the Boston College defensive backs were ass all year. You guys are so screwed on defense. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, man, Jeff Hafley.
Hey, it can't be worse than what we've had the last few years. With
yes, it can, buddy. You just wait. The Hafley effect.
The line of scrimmage.
Oh, man, he's horrible.
It can't be worse. If it's worse, I don't know how you can do that. The guy, not that we had excellent talent or anything, but what I really think LaFleur went to him was like, "I'm going to take over the defense and just not fire you right now just to be nice." And that's why you saw a different scheme the last few weeks, because all Barry wanted to do and now have fun with the Dolphins. That's why one of the many reasons I'm down on the Dolphins. He had everybody 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Like, this is common sense bullshit. Like, the linebackers are 8 yards back. Med knows this. Every game but the Bears games, that's how we played.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
thanks for throwing me in there.
All right, guys, that was a really fun first round. I'm going to go and hit the intro so I can, when I edit this later, this will be the first round, and then I'll be putting the second and third rounds up through the week. I'll probably do second round tomorrow and third round on